First time on air. Anything to say to Lewan here to get him back?
Look, bro, there are stories I could tell people about Lewan, but we'll keep those right here. I'm gonna let him live.
That's not even close.
Man, I'm a dumbass.
I'm clipping that.
Georgia's second.
Hey, Georgia also had Herschel Walker.
So smart, and my team is so dumb. My coach he looks dumb. He's a big baby. This
Dude,
man,
those graphics.
Rip, so smart.
Episode 251, me and Devontae's finishing dinner right now. Fitz is on the road. I guess cross country in a way, right? Coming from
He said he had to sleep in Wisconsin, and he said he was leaving Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know United States map that well to know exactly where he might be. So he's somewhere out there in the Midwest.
I feel like we should have. I didn't realize he was driving. Maybe we should have done like a map.
Yeah.
Making cartoon. Yeah, hopefully safe travels. He had 2 flat tires on day 1, so it couldn't get worse than that. Much worse.
His enemies tried to succeed for real.
That's right. The ops were preying on him. He ain't gonna let it happen. But hey, we got a good show here. We're excited for it. A lot of football. We made it, Devontae. We made it to football season.
Finally, all the lines open too for this weekend too.
Oh,
we are back.
Yeah. Now, have you put some futures in? I know you texted the group chat.
I did. I didn't want to, but then I was like, preseason over. I can't help it now. So,
all right. So, do you want to tell people what you put in?
All right. If you want to tell me, let me pull up. I know for a fact, like off the top of my head, I have like a conspiracy theory reason to put Tua as my comeback player of the year. I think if Tua isn't good at football after having 10 concussions in a row, it's going to ruin the game of football forever. So they got to have him win something. That's just my thought. Let's go. So for offensive player of the year, I got my dog Bijan Robinson, who, funny enough, like he's going to be 100% rostered in fantasy. And he was like one of the top 3, if not top 5, probably top 2 running backs last year, just in general. And he was number 62 in the top 100 players. So that's kind of wild. Let me see. I think that's it. Yeah, Tua and Bijan so far. So if I think about it a little bit more, I might have some more for y'all.
I trust some knowledge. Dude, that's all right. So you texted the group the Tua thing, and I was like I didn't ask why or anything. And I was like, I'm just gonna let him explain this live, and you did not disappoint.
Because then I think the highest Dak was on there, Stephon Diggs was on there. Who else? There were a couple. I think Dak had the highest line at plus 275, and I guess it would make sense for him to get it. But I was like, oh no, man, Tua has more to lose, so they might give it to him.
I like your tinfoil theory here. It makes a lot of sense. Now Aiden Hutchinson
is up there right behind Dak with the same line, pretty much.
Yeah, and you just did offensive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think defense was gonna be Aiden. Hey, Hutch.
Yeah. I was looking at the rookies of the year, but I didn't know. Like, I wanted to put Cam Ward, but a lot of those rookies look kind of good. So I just left that one alone.
Rookie of the year is tough. That's a tough one. JJ McCarthy could be another comeback player of the year too.
He was on the line too.
Yeah.
Trying to think who else. There was a couple of good ones, to be honest.
But I like your Tua theory that they're gonna have to give him something, otherwise it's cooked.
Yeah, and if he gets another concussion, I'm gonna be mad personally. But but he's got to stop. Like it gets to a point, bro. Like you're not gonna start 3 seasons straight with a concussion, and they're gonna let you keep playing. But again, like I said, and he's not. And you remember he refused to wear the Guardian cap. So
yeah, which that's fucking stupid.
That's like American pride right there, even though he's Samoan. So that's another part of the theory too.
That's wild. All right. So moving on from the futures, I think you know what? Let's put our balls on the table here. Future MVP. Who's your MVP? If you got if I gave you $100, you got to put money on it right now. Who's your MVP?
I really started to put money on it. I was gonna put your dog, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Bro.
Yeah, that's who I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they had Patrick Mahomes and Lamar and Josh Allen. And I was like, maybe it's Joe Burrow season. He's been in the headlines too much a little bit. The Bengals have been in the headlines too much a little bit.
Yeah. I feel like last year statistically he should have had it. He just was up playing dog shit.
At least up in the running, they kind of just like forgot about him. And apparently, I've noticed how like they kind of do that. Like they kind of shy away from stats.
Yeah.
When it comes to that, and like whoever's the most marketable that season, that's what they roll with.
That's it. Yeah.
Not
Whose team
always.
can make a deep dive.
They do it. You notice when they do it.
You're absolutely right. Absolutely. As much as it pains me, like I do think Lamar Jackson's got a good shot at us.
Yeah.
To run it back. But
I don't think it's quite as a race. I would like to think it wouldn't be, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right, so moving on from that, Browns named QB1 Flacco. I'm not surprised. I don't think any of us are. Like we've seen him preseason. Obviously, I don't think Dylan Gabriel's the guy. Shador looks better than Dylan, but I don't think he's QB1 material yet. Like Joe, we knew going in Joe was going to be QB1.
Right.
Okay.
I don't know. Like I wasn't surprised. They'd be fools to not start him, knowing that pretty much all the quarterbacks that they have is kind of not proven.
Right.
Sean is hurt for like at least a good amount of the season. So, but I'm still upset at the 2, 3, 4 corral. Like they still have Kenny Pickett at 2, and I guess this is going off the basis of experience. But like at some point, we got to be for real with ourselves. Like that's Kenny Pickett experience is not experience. It's not the experience that the Browns need because that's the kind of experience they've been relying on for the past few quarterbacks. So,
dude, you're absolutely right.
Talk about Dylan Gabriel. Like nobody's proven, and I guess you have to figure out like what type of offense do you want to run because you have Joe Flacco at this point in his career. He's a pocket passer, and both Dylan Gabriel and Shador is actually a pocket passer.
Right.
And he's kind of lanky like Joe Flacco. But Dylan Gabriel, I would like to think on that roster he's the only mobile quarterback outside of Deshaun, but he's not playing. So
right. No, I'm with you 100%. The other quarterback news is this one I did find a little shocking. It seems like the Colts might be giving up on AR at 5.
I hate it.
They're giving Daniel Jones nod for QB1. I'm with you. I hate it too.
Yeah.
And we talked about it last week, right?
I think so. It feels like another Malik Willis situation where like you try to make the best out of a bad situation and like you just give up and like they put Malik Willis is in a better situation with the Packers now. Yeah, and I'd like to see Anthony Richardson sort of get the same opportunity, but I don't know who the team would be, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I'm with you. I think that's a great comparison. I was thinking about that earlier, so I'm glad you said it. Like, I just feel like he's got the raw end of the deal, and like we talked about last week, he's just missing experience. I remember like Coach Bill Parcells. He had the 7 rules for drafting a quarterback, and like Brock Purdy met all 7. Like it was. Start at least 3 out of your 4 years, graduate, be a senior, 60% completion, 2-to-1 touchdown interception, winning record. Anthony Richardson was 0%. But I mean, he doesn't have the experience. He doesn't have like the numbers to show it. So hopefully he's in a better home. And like, who knows? Maybe they just put Daniel Jones. Maybe he can learn from Daniel Jones, which I don't know.
I would hate to say that, to be honest. What I do know is like apparently when they look back at his stats from high school through college up till now, he pretty much got by just off of size.
Yes. Yeah.
Off of size and potential. But then like you think about him in college, he played for a Florida team that pretty much everybody forgot about. Like Florida fucking sucked. There was no development for any of the offensive players for real at that point. Like they're finally starting to back, or maybe just DJ Lagway is just pretty good in general. But like there was no develop. We didn't see any development. Like if you actually accidentally watched the Florida game during that time when he was playing, there was barely any development for the defensive players either.
Right.
But because that was around the time that one cornerback threw his shoe or something like that. That was around the time. So like the Gators were pretty much a joke. So like he got by. You get signed and stuff off of potential when it comes to being a high schooler, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
But then when he got in college, like they used all that size. It wasn't really to his advantage. They just did it off potential, off the random, strong effort plays he made.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I think he could have benefited from more time or transferred to a different school, possibly to a system that, gets him and his body type and all that stuff. But, but if somebody's in your ear telling you you're going first round and you actually do, that's hard to beat.
Yeah, like I don't blame him at all. Like there's no blame there. It's just, yeah, I think people failed him leading up to it. Coaches failed him, advisors, but hopefully he's still young, man. Hopefully he gets it rolling, gets it back.
He kind of, if you think about it, he's kind of in a Trevor Lawrence situation. But Trevor Lawrence just had that natural ability in general. But Trevor Lawrence also had the opportunity to be coached up from the high school level all the way up through college. And he stayed in college like 3 or 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got to the pros, and that's when the coaching kind of fucked up. But like when you have that basis of good coaching from apparently being a college player is harder than being a pro player because it's like a lot of foundational stuff and the practices are harder. Whereas with the pro, they just expect you to do stuff by yourself.
Right.
Anthony Richardson, if he didn't have that basis, he damn sure wasn't going to have it in the pros. So,
yeah, exactly. And like, I'm glad you brought that up. Like, touchdown Jesus Trevor Lawrence, he played ball at Cartersville, which is a huge program in Georgia. They treat that like a D1 program. So he's used to making those D1 reads. Then he gets to Dabo and Clemson, and he's already leaps and bounds ahead of what most quarterbacks would have been anyways. Plus, he gets all that knowledge that Dabo can give him, and like Deshaun, and like all those guys that came to that program before him. He's 20 steps ahead of Anthony Richardson, and
they also build a team around Trevor Lawrence too. Like he's never had a squad, offense and defense. Anthony Richardson didn't have that.
You're exactly right. Yeah. So I like what you're saying. We agree. All right. Is there any other training camp stuff, or not training camp, but like preseason stuff you want to talk about?
No real preseason news. I think Tyler Show sucks as much as people thought. Spencer Rattler probably will keep his starting job, which he should have.
Which he should, yeah. They
basically wasted a draft pick on him. Trying to think if it was anything else that came up. Apparently, it was a running joke. Matthew Judon, who played for, I think, the Patriots, and then he played for the Falcons. Pretty sure he played for the Ravens at a point. I think he got drafted by or something. But he got signed by the Dolphins, and I think there's a running internet joke. I don't know if it's true, but, he's known for wearing red sleeves. So they were saying that, like, they were going back and forth because, like, it was a joke. I'm hoping it was a joke, but they're saying that, like, he tried not to sign because they were like, oh, you can't wear red sleeves because throughout his whole career, he's been wearing those sleeves. But apparently he did finally sign, and he'll be playing for an already kind of hefty edge rusher room in the Dolphins. So,
yeah, I was about to say they're already stacked.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's not gonna like it, but like you can't wear your red. You can wear that orange. Close. Like the Miami Dolphins orange.
Yeah.
All right, let's do our picks here. We've got 2 divisions to go. We're gonna do the East, and we'll save the North for next week. All right, NFC East, we get the Giants, Eagles, Washington, Cowboys.
Okay.
I'm going Philly. That's just it's too easy, right?
Yeah, I hate to say it, but because they did so well in the draft, in the free agency. Yeah. They don't look that bad in preseason, which means their bench is pretty good too. So like all the pieces of the recipe are there. So Eagles probably take the NFC East again.
Yeah, I think I read somewhere they're like the deepest team in the league, which
Mhm.
is huge. I mean, that says a lot. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna go Philly. I'll go Washington. I'll go New York, then Dallas. I think Dallas finishes last.
Ooh. No, I'll still take Philly, then Washington, then Dallas, then Giants.
Okay.
I will say the Giants and the Cowboys probably be a little more like back how it used to be when both of them used to go like 8-7 or 7-9 or something. Like they both used to be that. I think it'll be something like that.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think it'll be competitive. I don't
Yeah.
think it'll be the NFC least. I think it'll be pretty competitive. All right, AFC East. You get the Bills, Patriots, Jets, Dolphins.
Hmm.
We'll go first. You want me to?
I'll go first. This is I like this one. All right. Oh, let's go. You know what? I'm a bite. Let's go Patriots, then Bills, then Dolphins, then Jets. So we were talking about the NFC East being more competitive. I feel like now the AFC East might be a little more competitive across the board, or at least like more fun to watch.
Yeah.
Specifically with the Jets, like apparently people have been high on Justin Fields. He has a team to build. Like they actually gave him an offensive line. Justin Fields has never really had an offensive line before. Like he had one with the Steelers, and they didn't really give him the ball. I mean, he wasn't playing, but
Right.
they actually built a line with the Jets. So I think these AFC East matchups might be worth watching.
Yeah, man, I'm with you. I don't see Braves getting it done his first year.
Mhm.
I'm still gonna go Buffalo. Then I'll go New England. And then because of what you're saying with Fields, I'm gonna go Jets and then Dolphins.
Mm.
So I'm gonna keep it just how it is right there. All right, we'll do NFC, AFC North next week. Hopefully Fitz gets home. We'll get back to it next week.
He's
we'll
got
do
it.
then. Yeah, right.
He'll have some thoughts.
I know. I'm excited for it. All right. College football time, which maybe it's a good thing he's not here because he doesn't get hyped like you or me do. Week 0 is here. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic for it. Next Saturday will be Lee Corso's last college game day, last headgear pick. I'm going to be sad about it. Like I remember watching it as a kid, not really knowing what college football is all about.
Mhm.
Like oh, that guy's wearing a crazy mascot hat. Like I'm all about this.
Mhm.
That's cool.
What game is it?
So it's going to be Ohio State, Texas.
Oh God! Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one, and it's
last-
back to where he started.
Buckeye on his head.
Yeah, I think he'll go Ohio State too. I think he'll pick him, but we'll see. But it'll be sad. But that's next Saturday. Speaking of Ohio State, they named their freshman
Mm.
Super Saiyan Julian Sands as a
Mm.
QB play. So this crazy stat in the last 20 years, when a quarterback makes his first start against the number 1 team, he's 0-18.
Damn.
And Julian Sands will make the start against number 1 Texas. Good news for him, though. It's in the Horseshoe. It's in Columbus.
Mm.
He's got a stacked team around him.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to be feeling good about this. Talk about your road to glory moment here. You're a freshman walking in, 5-star guy. Hey, go get it done for me.
I don't really know much about him. Like I should start looking up some highlights. I know people were high on him. People saying, obviously he has the coolest nickname. Obviously, that's a wild last name if you really think about it.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty stoked to see what he might do with that Ohio State. He's a true freshman or redshirt freshman.
He's a redshirt freshman.
Okay, either way, like that's still crazy. So he's still, if he does well, he's still got a ways to go. With them, he got the super sophomore Jeremiah Smith. That offense, outside of him, I don't know who else they have, but apparently, like, of course, Ohio State gets a couple of transfers, so we'll see what they look like. We finally get Arch Manning get the nod from Texas, so that'll be pretty cool to see too. Dude,
yeah, I'm excited to see Arch. And like, I feel like this group of like freshmen, redshirt freshmen, sophomore quarterbacks, like, dude, they're stacked. There are so many good quarterbacks coming out, and like I get excited to watch it.
After so long, where we went with like only 2 good quarterbacks in the whole damn league.
Right? Yeah. I mean, think back to Kenny Pickett Sr. We're like,
Oh,
it's Kenny Pickett, right? Like that was it.
that dumbass leg sweep.
Yeah, his fake slide.
God.
It was clean. That was a clean fake slide.
Yeah.
They made a whole rule about it. But yeah, I'm with you. All right. So, in spirit of things, let's predict Ohio State's record here, just like we did before now. All right. So, August 30th.
Oh, damn. How they work that? Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
August 30th. They're at home against Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Win or loss?
That's a dub.
Dub. I'm with you. I think it's a dub too. I think it's a
Wait,
shootout.
so is Texas the number 1 team?
Texas number 1.
That's there they go with the bullshit. Okay. We'll
Yeah,
go.
I know.
They're already starting their agenda. That agenda.
Next Saturday, or the 6th, they get Grambling State. I think that's a dub.
That's a win.
Yep. Battle of Ohio, September 13th. I think that's a dub.
That's a win.
At Washington, coast to coast here.
That's a win.
Win. Okay, I'm with you. Minnesota, keep rolling those boats.
That's a win.
Yep. At Illinois.
That. That's a win, but I think that's a better game than what we might give it credit for.
Oh, I like it. Maybe a cover the spread game.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you on that. All right. At Wisconsin, jump around.
That's probably definitely a cover the spread game, but that's probably a win because
Okay,
Wisconsin defense.
I'm with you. They get Penn State at home.
Oh, they still got everybody. Ugh.
I think it was announced they're going to do a blackout. Penn State's going to do the whiteout.
Oh,
I don't know if that changes you or not.
damn. No, it doesn't. That's a win.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's a win too. At Purdue,
Win.
win. UCLA at home.
That's a win.
I'm with you. Rutgers at home.
That's a win.
All right. So we're looking at an undefeated schedule here. We agreed on, except for the last game at Michigan. Can Ryan Day finally beat Michigan?
I think out of sheer pettiness, like that's probably the one they lose, and it'll end because like it means a lot, and like so that's near the end. That's close to the CFP. You know, sometimes they start losing on purpose just to be in a certain spot so they don't have to face a certain team.
A lot of people think that's
Speaking of Michigan, you know these fools only had like USC faced a lot more for like less. Michigan, I think Sharon Moore is missing the first 2 games, if that, for that like literal cheating scandal.
Yeah.
So they're not facing any consequences. So that being said, they probably still gonna keep cheating, so they'll probably win.
It's asinine. Like I don't know. Like you literally get caught stealing signs. And it's not like we've talked about this before, but it wasn't like us looking across the timeline stealing signs. Like I would do that in high school. I'd figure out like, oh, that okay. He's like, that's super exaggerated. Okay, that means a blitz or whatever. You figure it out real quick. This is like they're taping practice. They're taping hand signals. They're practicing. They put Connor Stallings like Central Michigan sideline to copy like signs. Like this is crazy to me. And all they get is a slap on the wrist.
It seems like very blatant too, and like I hate that it took them so long to catch on to it. But that shit, like when they finally explained what exactly they did, because I didn't understand it at first, but then they said it. I'm like, well, why didn't anybody say anything from the beginning? Because it seems like they probably would have done it earlier in the season too to give it a try. Like whoever their first ranked opponent was, whether it was like recording practice or something. And like you remember, if we go back to a couple of episodes, it wasn't lost on me that when this cheating scandal came up, the fall guy became Sharon Moore so that he become the head coach. In that, what is his name?
Harbaugh?
Jim and John.
Harbaugh.
When one of the Harbaugh, like it wouldn't stain his legacy, even though like. I'm telling you now, if that man didn't have football, he would be killing people. Like something is obviously socially wrong with that man. And like they didn't want to stain or tarnish his legacy. So they got him. Because any other time he never would have considered coaching in the NFL. He was cool in college, and now that comes up and he's all for it. Like, come on now.
Oh, I think he saw the barrel coming down too.
Right.
All right, I'm out. Like
They probably let him know, like, hey man, we're going to investigate you, so you should find some business elsewhere.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, but yeah, I'm with, like, oh man, like yeah, I was a little disappointed that they got the slap on the wrist of a punishment, and now you just made it okay for another team to go do it.
Mm-hmm. Disappointed but not surprised.
Yeah, that's exactly right. All right, let's pick our week 0 games here, Devontae.
Ooh.
So, 12 o'clock, noon, Saturday, Dublin, Ireland. 22 Iowa State taking on 17 Kansas State. That's how we get it started. I love it. Kansas State -3 favorite, over-under set 49.5. What you bet here?
I took that Kansas State spread. I'm never going to bet against my boy Avery Johnson, the truth.
You got some locks, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to go Kansas State as well. I think they win. Give me the money line on it. The over, I'm going to take the under. 49.5 seems like a lot of points for week 0 to get started. And you're international.
Right.
So I thought I'll take the under there. All right. I'll skip Idaho State, UNLV. UNLV is going to be an exciting team this year, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
That's the last chance.
Last chance you.
Yeah.
But I will say, because it's last chance you, I don't know about that spread.
-26. I know. I think they'll be worth a watch.
Mm-hmm. I'll give them 20, not 26, and I wouldn't give them 27.
Yeah, you got a lot of moving pieces there that I got to kick in. All right, but let's jump to Fresno State, Kansas. Kansas -13. I'm going to take the Jayhawks. I think a lot of people are saying the Jayhawks are slept on.
Yeah, Jalen Daniels is still there. Devin Neal he got drafted by the Saints, but I don't know. Jalen Daniels is he's getting better each year, so I'll take Kansas.
Dude, I'm with you. Yeah, I'm like Jalen Daniels. I don't know if he'll be good as his brother, but man, he's got it in him. Like there's some times Jaden Daniels.
Oh, oh yeah, no, I forgot about that.
Oh man, I'm just joking. By the way, that's not his brother. That's his cousin. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Stanford, Hawaii. That's the other one. Hawaii -2.5 favorite. I will say, there's been a lot of Colt Brennan highlights. RIP on my timeline on my For You page. I'm rolling with Hawaii till the wheels fall off. Give me the Fighting Rainbows.
Hell no, I'm rolling with Treetop. Stanford.
Okay.
No real reason for real. Just like that's the familiar team, and that's ACC.
Yeah, so you want them to be good. Yeah.
For whatever reason, they're the home team, but they're the home team now. Politics.
All right. Next Thursday, I gotta get the right graphic. 25 Boise State taking on South Florida. Boise State lost a lot. They're right there in the playoffs. They're always a dominant program. They're only -6.5 favorite. I'm hammered at -6.5. I think Boise.
Oh, I'm not actually. I'm gonna go with the South Florida spread.
Ooh.
It's at home. I'm not. Who is it? Was it BJ Daniels or Byron Brown? I don't know. I think South Florida will be able to surprise them at home.
Okay, you think South Florida wins? You gonna pull the complete dog?
I'll stick with the spread.
Okay.
Because I don't know who's at Boise State anymore. So
I think that's how
the quarterback is still there, so
yeah,
that means something. But yeah, I'll stick with the South Florida spread.
Okay. All right, let's jump down to your boys. NC State taking on ECU. NC State -11.5 favorite, 16.5.
They set us up again, bro. That shit should have been like -2.5, like the Hawaii game or whatever.
Right.
Dog, we are finna lose. I'm not gonna hold you.
You gonna take ECU?
I'm gonna take ECU on the spread.
Okay.
If State ends up winning on the field goal like that, that'd be fine. But like East Carolina was so close to beating them last year, and I know like they went to sleep thinking about that. And like this is in Raleigh, so like all the East they are going to travel. There's going to be a time. When is that? That's Thursday. That's next Thursday.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go, but we'll see. What Wait, no, I got. Can I go? Oh, I don't know. I'll see what's going on, but yeah, I'll take East Carolina on the spread.
All right. Yeah, it's at Carter Finley. I thought maybe they're going to go offside, but yeah, it's at Carter Finley. I'm going to take your boys. I'm going to take your boys to get it done. Give me State to win. Just win. I don't. That 11.5 scares me.
Hell yeah.
All right. The other one that I think sneaky, unless you follow ball, Jacksonville State's a really, really fucking good program. UCF Scott Frost. They feel like they've got things rolling. UCF's minus 16.5. Give me Jacksonville State plus 16.5. I might even take them to win.
I'm with it.
Okay.
I'm with
Good,
it.
good.
I actually watched a couple of their games last year, and those option plays and their athletes, they were pretty good. And I think the transfers too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they're that like lower program that like, hey, we're gonna win, and like, yeah, maybe you didn't work out at Bama, you didn't work out at Illinois or wherever. We'll take you in here and we'll go win some games.
Because that's what Jacksonville, Kentucky.
Yeah. Hey, that a boy. Yeah. All right. Last slate of games here. Buffalo, Minnesota. Minnesota minus 16.5. I think Minnesota wins.
Yeah.
I'm not that worried about it. The one I want to talk about here is Nebraska, Cincinnati. Nebraska minus 6.5. This game's being played in Arrowhead. So it's actually in Kansas City.
Oh, shit. Oh. I didn't expect that.
I'm going to take Nebraska to win.
Wait. You said it's being played in Kansas City?
Yeah.
That's very messy because Dominic Raiola is supposed to be the mini Patrick Mahomes now.
Yeah.
They're the favorites and shit. I see what type of marketing machine the NCAA is.
That's always what it's about.
Well, no, I'll just take Nebraska money line.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think I'll take Nebraska money line. The over 53.5. I think I like the over. I think both these teams can put up some points. So, all right, that's all I got for college ball. Anything for you?
No news so far. I think it's finally. I will say it's finally a resurgence of quarterbacks. We got Cade Klubnik to look into. Thomas Castellanos, that used to play for Boston College, is at the helm at Florida State. I'm trying to think who else. Tyler Van Dyke is still in college. I hate him. I wish the worst for him. So that's about all I got.
I love it. You got Michigan. Yeah, I'm going blank on.
I don't even know who's the quarterback for Michigan. Oh, Underwood.
Underwood. Thank you, Bryce Underwood. Yep.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a dog.
Tom Brady's experiment.
That's right. You're absolutely right. Carson Beck, which I know we probably feel a certain way about that, but there's some big names. I'm excited for it. All right.
Stockton from UGA. I'm not really expecting too much from him.
I'm not either. I think UGA's window's closed on them.
Oh.
We'll see. All right. Michael Porter Jr. and some other athletes. I feel like we're seeing the death of prop bets here. So you want to allude to? You allude to in the group chat. You want to go ahead?
Apparently, I think it's either in. I'm not exactly sure what legislation has passed or what they're calling it, but there are certain prop bets that. So ultimately, they're Vegas and everybody that has something to do with Vegas is going to protect their bottom dollar. So because of that, when the people get to fixing the prop bets and stuff, which I don't think they care about the sanctity of the game, like how Fitz is preaching, they just care about their money and how they don't want to get over, you know what I'm saying, like house always wins. They're going to make sure the house always wins. So they got in the ear to some congressmen like, hey, forget, poverty and hunger and all that shit. What about these bets these people trying to get over on? So I think in New Jersey and somewhere, Ohio, maybe New Jersey and Ohio, they were trying to pass legislation to make people stop micro betting, which would the bet within the bet. So all the prop bets and stuff. Oh, it came from apparently, like with baseball betting, you're supposed to throw a certain number of strikeouts or whatever. Yeah. So 2 pitchers got in trouble because the line was set at something and they either end up getting taken out or they had a fake injury. I will say it wasn't for that team, but I think there was somebody had a lead on, and like I bet them to throw a certain number of strikeouts, and they got taken out in like the 6th inning. And usually, pitchers don't get taken out until like after the 7th inning.
Yeah, especially if you're rolling.
And it was early season, so there's no way like they were saving him because it was a tight game too. There was no way they were saving him. So it's like, hey man, like everybody can't be cheating for real. And you know what? Maybe this shows like maybe we shouldn't be sports betting, but at the same time, like people have purposely lost games to help their playoff seeding too. And I know that for a fact, like being in high school, like that is a thing. So like we can't all be right.
Dude, you're absolutely right. You're 100% on the nose on it. Yeah, man. Fitz would be like, I told you.
He did. I ain't gonna lie, he did.
All right. Real quick, we got a little basketball news. See you later to John.
Dang.
Dude, what a like generational run for our generation. Yeah, he had his own song, he had his dance.
John Wall probably is single-handedly responsible for the beginning of gentrification of Raleigh. He's the reason why traffic is horrible here. Nobody knew about Raleigh until John Wall. Well, it was a city's capital, but like he really put Southside Raleigh on the map and still continues to do so. He had like I don't stay too far from like where he was from, but he had like a back to school event and like, brought the people out, all the Raleigh legends and stuff, just hanging out. So I thought that was pretty cool.
That's dope. Yeah, man.
Rose Bar legend. I saw somebody had the jersey he has on now. It had Rose Bar, which was a popular bar or club in DC. And somebody tweeted, they were like, we were at the club. What did he say? Oh, he said we were watching the DC game pre-gaming, and he said John Wall beat them to the club. And that's real. So, all right, but like, shout out to legend for real.
Happy trails, yeah, dude.
Hate he had a glass table or whatever. I need to know that someday I'm gonna run into him and I'm gonna ask him about that shit. Like, hey man, what's to that glass table? What's the story behind that? And don't lie to me.
Yeah, dude.
And I could probably ask somebody or something, but I hate that happened because it was the dumbest shit, and I hate that happened to my team. So
yeah, man, like that was brutal. But he was a guy that I remember coming out and it was like, he's gonna play 1 year at Kentucky and he's gonna change the game. He's gonna be Michael, Kobe, LeBron. Nasty.
I remember I do remember like he seemed like one of the last few rookies that came in. How like I always talk about like how people don't really have vets anymore.
Right.
He had the vets that he needed. Like he had Gilbert Arenas.
Yeah. Bang bang.
That honestly, that's all he needed for real. But like most of this teams like was mostly vets anyway. Gortat, that was his old head. That was his favorite target. So the Polish Hammer, that was always cool to watch. Played with Marco Bellinelli for a little bit, I think. So those were the times. Shout out
Rashard Lewis, Nick Young, JaVale McGee, Kirk Heinrich. Yeah,
Anton
some guys.
Jameson. Who was that? No, it wasn't Anton Jameson. But yeah, he had a couple of vets, so he was able to lead as much as he could. So shout out John.
Dude, yeah. I mean, the other guy I can think of like having like high school hype, but John Wall had a much better career than he did. Sebastian Telfair. Like Sebastian Telfair coming out, you're like, oh dude, he's gonna be the truth. And like he just fucked himself up. John Wall had a much better career. But like I feel like he was the last guy where it's like, oh, he's that dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I shout out PJ too. Like PJ like kind of set the tone for him. PJ Tucker.
Yeah, you're right.
As far as like coming from Raleigh, I remember like when I was first started watching college basketball, and they always talked about PJ Tucker because he was from Texas. And then it wasn't until later on I found out like bro was just like from Southside Raleigh, and I'm just thinking, man, Like these guys really, I like the fact that they don't like stay home, but they do come back home. So like you're liable to see them randomly. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I always think it's cool when guys come back.
Mhm.
All right, let's move to the women's side. WNBA.
Mm.
They offered them a 400% raise. The players. They call it a slap in the face. They denied it. I know I'm not the biggest WNBA fan. It's growing on me. But doing stuff like this, I'm like, what the hell? Like, I would love a 40% pay increase.
Man,
And like, yeah, they want
let me
share.
do the math right quick. Like, let me see. Put what I make now
Times about 4.
times. Oh, that's 4. Wait.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
You would take that.
Either way, 6 figures. So like, I need to know, like, that whatever they say, I guess is valid. But I need to know, like, what was the underlying theme to this 400% raise that made you say this was a slap in the face? Like, what exactly? I know they wanted to get paid more. That was the whole point. But it had to be something up under the surface of the 400% raise. Let me do my Googles real quick. I probably should have looked this up earlier.
And so I think the big thing is they wanted a split of revenues like the NBA gets.
Mm-hmm.
However, like, yes, the WNBA generate $200 million, but they have to pay so much of that back
Right.
to the NBA and to other investors. With like, you don't want a true revenue split if you're these players because you're going to get a very, very small piece of pie. Like, I feel like 400% is bigger than what you would get for split revenues.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't see them making a crazy amount of money on revenue splits.
Okay, all right. So you are right. It said, let me see. So players are seeking a similar percentage of revenue as other professional sports leagues, with a 50-50 split being the model. This would allow their salaries to grow in proportion to the league's success rather than being tied to a flat annual increase. Okay. But at the same time, you got to get it how you can get it for real. But I wonder if it's one of those cases where, like, if they took it now, and like the league is actually growing, like more. I mean, the fact we talk about the WNBA right now.
I know.
I don't think in any episode we talked about the WNBA, like maybe college women's hoops,
Right.
but we've never really talked about the WNBA. But like, I hate the fact that it's always from like a storyline. You know what I'm saying? Like we do talk about the games and stuff, but sometimes the storylines kind of overshadow the
playing and the players.
Dallas sometimes. And I hate that for them. Like even during the All-Star week, like the stud buzz, that was cool. Actually, good marketing, whatever. And like, but at the same time, boy, that All-Star game was trash. They end up that game definitely hit the over. I think it was like at 250 something, and I think it got to 300. And so like, the games are actually good. Like I watched. Oh my God, what was it? The Seattle Storm and Atlanta Dream, and Skylar Diggins dug into them girls bad. Like a lot of players have left the Seattle Storm because Skylar Diggins is thrown. Like she will get in your ass bad. I can't wait for her to be a coach. But she did enough. Like they're trying to get in the playoffs, and like they were able to pull off a win against the Dream or whatever. And I watched the whole game, so I'm like, I can see how the league is growing. The talent is growing, all that stuff. So I get why they would want a piece of the revenue because they're like, I'm part of the investment. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you give me a flat rate, honestly, it's just like if you work for like a corporation, you get a nice salary, but like that's only a little bit of what the corporation is actually making it. But I guess it's like if we ask for a piece of that. So
and like if that corporation is losing money. Or not, like I don't want to say they're losing money, but they're not making as much money as what you would think. Like the revenue shares $200 million, but they're not really bringing in $200 million.
Right.
So like, and maybe for a long-term plan, like, hey, we just want revenue shares. Like, yeah, it's gonna suck for the next 5 years, but at 6 year, we'll be making a shit ton of money off revenue. And like, if that's your long plan, good for you. But you give me a 400% increase, I'm taking it.
Yeah, that's why we, man. But at the same time, I guess because they have that money from like endorsements and stuff, that's just like, the people that say like there's a lot of people that retired that have never spent a game check. I think that's the coolest shit because it's like,
Yeah.
and we see their salaries on TV and they still have never spent a game check. So I'm like, wow, imagine having it that much that like you don't spend your check from your job.
That's
Someday, like I'm gonna get endorsed by somebody, so I don't have to spend my check from my job.
I know, man. You mean we gotta blow up the pub?
Yeah.
Like we need endorsements. All right. Last WMA news. A little sad. Sophie Cunningham out for the season.
Mm.
It doesn't look good for the Fever, which a lot of people have been high on the Fever. Do you continue to push, try to make playoffs, or do you tank? Do you do what we talked about earlier?
I feel like Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston are really good, but I don't know like where they are now. I don't know if they can carry. Like Kelsey Mitchell has been one of the mainstays on the Fever for a while, and she's been averaging like 19 to 20 points. But the thing was the Fever weren't winning, so we don't know how much that actually does for it. They still got Lexi Hull. She can shoot some games.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark, I'm not sure exactly when she's supposed to come back, but this playoff run is not looking too hot for them, and it might leave some room for my Washington Mystics because Sonia Citron from Notre Dame and Kiki Iriafin, they have caught fire. It's like they figured it out finally around playoff time. So I like to see what happens from that.
All right. Hey, fingers crossed for your Mystic. All right. That's all I got, Devontae. You got anything?
I got nothing.
You got a random question?
Random question. I haven't had one in a while. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Who was I thinking about on the drive home today? Shoot, man, I got nothing.
All right. In honor of Fitz making his road trip across America, what is your top 3 road trip snacks?
My top 3.
Drink. Yeah.
You said top 3 road trip what?
Snacks or like must gets from a gas station.
Oh, I go Albanese gummy bears, or there was the same gummy bear, but there was these gummy bears that Speedway used to have that I used to get all the time. So I go Albanese gummy bears, and then I go trail mix, of course, and then what's the third one? I don't know. I'm trying to think. Where did I get it? I don't know. I like just chewing gum sometimes. So like some, a nice little stick of Winter Fresh gum or something.
There you go. That's a good list.
I like how focused it makes me on the road.
Okay. Something to wash it all down with. What's the drink you pull out of the cooler?
Shit, water.
Water. Okay.
Yeah. Then in a steel, it has to be in a steel bottle so it stays cold.
Okay, I like it. I'm gonna go peanut butter M&Ms, not peanut butter.
You said just straight up peanut butter?
Peanut butter M&Ms.
Oh, that's tough.
We'll go with the trolley gummy worms.
Sour?
Sour, yeah. A little sour. And then give me Cheez-Its. I don't know what about them, but I love a good Cheez-Its on the road.
Is it the regular Cheez-Its or the
give me the
fat or what?
Give me the burnt ones, the extra toast.
Oh.
Like that extra
Was the trolley, was that part of your like pre-game meal?
Yeah, I'd switch it up. So if we were winning, I had I was very superstitious. So yeah, it'd start off with trolleys, but if we lost, I'd have to switch maybe to Atomic Firebombs or something.
I remember it was, I forgot what it. I think, but it was a certain kind of candy. I want to say it was a sour candy.
I think it was, yeah. And each year I try to switch it up, but yeah, for those last couple of years, I had to switch it up a lot during the season.
Oh yeah, wasn't
Same thing with wrestling. Like I always had the same gum, and if we lost a match, it goes wintergreen. I had to go.
Do you remember what you ended up having?
For wrestling,
Yeah, what flavor gum?
so both state, the first state championship, I chewed. It was juicy fruit,
Mm.
and then the second one, yeah, second one was Orbit Wintergreen. We lost both of those. Both of them bad luck.
Mm.
All right. What am I washing down? I'm gonna go either a black coffee.
Of course,
Yeah. Or like, give me a white monster.
a white monster. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool on those energy drinks sort of drive. Like I feel like I have enough energy to go. That I think when I chew gum, that kind of like gives me the energy I need if I need it.
I wish I had that mentality, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I depend on caffeine so much. It's unhealthy.
I did say like I don't. Sometimes like I'll sit on TikTok and watch the little fancy girlies make their coffee drinks. I'm like, I might want to try it again because like it's nothing inherently wrong with me drinking coffee.
Yeah.
I just like I became elitist a little bit and started drinking tea. But also I remember when I was in college and I used to drink those lattes and I was like, this is effing my stomach up bad. But that was because like I didn't realize like they were putting like straight up dairy and stuff in it. And I don't think I was lactose, but like it's so much like heavy cream in there that I would get in there. I think it was a caramello leche latte or whatever. And it was so good, but it would tear me up bad. So I'm gonna try decaf coffee.
I'm with you on that, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I remember in college, like, oh, let me try a latte. And it fucks you up. And so that's why I just put it all black. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
no flavor.
Try it just like regular decaf coffee. Put some in it. I put ice in it.
Ice
Put
coffee.
a cream or something in it.
Yeah, you can do that. A little almond milk, maybe. All right. Man, we're getting old talking about this. We'll catch you guys next week for episode 252.
Peace.
First time on air. Anything to say to Luan here to get him back?
Look, bro, there are stories I could tell people about Lawan, but we'll keep those right here. I'm gonna let them live.
That's not even close. It's not
Man, I'm a dumbass.
I'm clipping that.
Georgia's second. Georgia's second.
Hey, Georgia also had Herschel Walker.
So smart, and my team is so dumb. My coach he looks dumb. He's a big baby. This
Dude,
man
those graphics.
Rip, so smart.